Hey guys, welcome to Cleansing with Chorus. This is actually day 2 of my channel and also day 2 of my water fast. My water fast was actually the ignition or the catalyst for starting my channel. I am going into an extended fast. I feel terrible. I am angry all the time. Anger is the first feeling that I have when I wake up in the morning. And since our body is primarily a reflection of the content of our thoughts, this is me. In the most transparent and real way, this is me right now, and I am really struggling. So I thought that since cleansing is what I do, why not start my channel when I'm not at my high, when I'm actually feeling low and struggling. And then maybe you guys can see how to kind of come through this. But what it takes to come through something like this is to go into it. To go into it and move through it, not around it, not avoid it. I feel like my life is I'm just resisting every aspect of my life right now. It is so unlike me, but it is in fact what is happening. And so acknowledging it and again, moving through it. And I want to do it in a very transparent and authentic way where it's not scripted. I'm completely unscripted and off script. Although occasionally I make notes because I want to make sure that I mention things to you. I'm basically going to make sure that this is about as real as it gets because man, I feel like if this is actually going to help anybody, then it should be as authentic and true as possible. So without further ado, first and foremost, I just want to say that I am practiced in fasting. I have been training myself through short interim fasting, intermittent fasting, to like 24-hour fasting, to 3-day fasting, to 10, to 14, to 21 days of water fasting. That's my longest on record. However, I've not actually gone public with any of my extended fasts because I wasn't ready to talk about what I was experiencing. Why not use this as the opportunity to do just that? Because, because it's real, right? So first and foremost, I just want to say that if you're not exercised in fasting, going into an extended fast, and I believe that everyone is toxic and we all have latent disease because of medications and all those things that we're on, you just don't know what you're going to get into. And so I would definitely say that 3 days is probably the max that you want to go into, unless you have a clean body, and then you know how to listen to your body's cues, and you know yourself well enough to kind of navigate through an extended fast or a long-term fast. Okay, so just a couple of tips. One, when fasting, there are a few keys that I want you to keep in mind. Rest often and as much as possible. For me, I work in a hospital and I work full 12s. Tomorrow I start back at work. We're gonna see how this goes. And again, every day that I fast, every day I'm going to post. You're going to see how I navigate, okay? You're gonna see. So rest often and rest as much as you possibly can. This morning I didn't get out of bed until like 10. BFD, it's my day off. Get into a daily routine, daily routines, daily habits, stick to them. Keep your big bowel clean. So I practice regular enemas. It's important that while you are fasting or while you're cleansing, but while you're fasting, and as quickly as your body starts to throw off your toxic waste matter, your bowel must remain clean in order to not become auto-intoxicated, right? You want to keep your bowel clean so that you can continue to eliminate without feeling really bad. Enemas are also a great way of getting rid of any bloating. That if you feel bloated, if you feel tired, it can give you an energy boost. If you what else? Oh, did I say bloated? Bloated, if you feel bloated, take an enema. If you have a headache, take an enema. I mean, there are so many wonderful positive things about that, but this video is not about enemas. And then before you start your cleanse, take an oral laxative for the first 1 or 2 days, because you do not want to leave any undigested food product in your alimentary canal that extends from your stomach to down your small intestines and through your bowel. You want to get it all out so that way it doesn't start to putrefy and create noxious gas, which will make you feel terrible. Okay? Now that I've gotten that out of the way, and I'm just saying because from my experience, those are my tips that I have right now. As far as today goes, I wanted to, well, the thought continues to come to me that more than what you eat, you know what? It's actually on my wall. More than what you eat, poor stressed emotions or feelings make you acid. I wrote that. That came to me like 2 or 3 months ago, and I stuck it up on my wall. You guys will see my walls one day. I stuck it up on my wall, and it says, care about how I feel. And that was, let me just go ahead and show you since it's happening. This is happening. Okay. This I wrote first, care about how I feel. This was like 4 or 5 months ago. On August 13th, I started dating it because I'm like, wow, there's a repetition here, and I'm obviously not seeing it. More than what you eat, poor stressed emotions or feelings make you acid. So care about how I feel. I do that a lot. I put things up on my wall because I feel like there's an intuition, there's an intuitiveness to these messages that come to me, and this is important. So that continues to go through my mind right now, because more than what you eat, poor stressed emotions make me acid. And this is why it's so important that I need to give up all food. It doesn't matter what kind of food it is. I need to give it all up, because it doesn't matter what I eat. My body's gonna make it acid if I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling. And my emotions are where the inflammation comes from, right? So I thought that maybe today, because I still need to do this, I haven't done it yet, because again, this was not a planned fast. This was I woke up yesterday and was like, fuck my life. Things have to change. It's gotta happen now. It's gotta happen now. It's gotta happen now. And so I did. And here we are. So, okay, so since I haven't done it yet, I thought that I would just kind of pull things out of my refrigerator that need to go because I'm not eating, and they're going to go bad because I eat whole foods. My diet is primarily an alkaline diet. It is primarily a mucus-light kind of diet. It's I eat a lot of whole fresh foods, local, organic, produce. It's all whole food. I don't eat processed food. I prepare almost all of my food. So again, more than what I eat. Stressed, poor emotions make me acid. And so anyway, so I thought that I would show you. I know yesterday I mentioned that I bought candy and all of that. I'll show that to you as well. That's in a bag. And I intended to eat it, but I didn't. And again, just hang on. So, yeah. So here's fresh corn. This is fresh corn from a friend of mine that's 2 of the 4. Russ, if you're watching, or if you watch this, I ate 2 of the 4 before I had to just do what I'm doing. Cheese. This is a lovely cheddar and blue cheese. And then this is a mustard. Anyway, cheese. 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 pairs. 3 pairs. You know what, instead of doing this, a peach. Oh my gosh, this is like one of the last peaches that I have from peach season. Okay, so this is my refrigerator, okay? So these are lovely sweet onions, great big sweet onions. I really love making it like a chop suey out of this and eating them. I love sweet onions. Here's a tiny bag of like red potatoes because believe it or not, it is important to eat lightly starched foods mixed with raw and stewed fruits and vegetables. Anyway, we'll get to that. The point is, I have 2 beautiful, beautiful apples. Actually, I have 4 peaches. A bag of homemade coleslaw that I made because, again, raw roughage, right? This is my salad. I'll be getting rid of that. When I decided to fast, I had been soaking garbanzo beans. And I went ahead and made them and thought that I would give them to a neighbor. In my door, I have carrot juice. Well, it's dead juice. If you can see, it's all kind of at the bottom, dead juice. And I have 1 large apple juice because I flush my liver a lot. Again, only water. So I will be tossing those. And this is a really good apple juice. It has ginger in it. It's really good. Made of these apples, but I cannot remember what the name of this apple is. It's very good. And then I have half a head of, well, the cabbage, and then pre-shredded, because who wants to shred their own carrots when they don't have to, that I made my coleslaw with. That's the food that I have in my refrigerator. That's what I eat. If you go into my freezer, you have like coffee. I have coffee for my coffee enemas. Anyway, and then condiments. I will be pitching all of those or giving them to a neighbor. I felt like that was important to show you because, well, like the most acid thing I think I had in my refrigerator was cheese. And this cheese is so good. So it's just more than what we eat. Poor stressed emotions make us acid. And if we are eating while we are feeling and experiencing poor stressed emotions, no matter what we put into our body, other than water, no matter what we put into our body will be made acid, and it is then harmful to our body. It creates mucus. Where there's mucus, there is congestion, and that congestion buildup causes all disease. You can trace congestion to every disease out there. And so the very best thing that I can do for myself is to not eat and to drink water and just remain very steadfast in what I'm doing and what my purpose is. Although I have no idea when this is going to end, I have no idea what this outcome is going to bring, doing something it was almost not an option. I just had to do something. I had to do this. The candy that I had, actually, I'll just show you because I don't even know what I was thinking. Everywhere I went, CVS, Kincaid's Meat Market, where I got a salmon. That's what I had the night before I started fasting. I had to get something sweet. So we'll go to like CVS. I got Rolos. I've never had these before, ever. Sounded good. Salted caramel, yum. Birthday cake Hershey Kisses, sure. Brownie, fudge, M&Ms. I don't know. I started collecting random things I found in the break room at work. I don't even eat candy like this, and I was picking it up. So this was coming. This was like a thing. This was coming. Then I went to Fresh Time, and I got like I usually grab like 1 or 2 from the bulk bin. It's like chocolate covered gummy bears and caramels, like salted caramel balls. Yeah, filled that bad boy up. And then I went to Kincaid's Meat Market, and I actually bought 3 of these. I gave one to my neighbor. Again, none of this is really touched, but I really wanted to eat these. I'm not going to. I'm going to give these away. Probably the same person I give my fruit away to, because I cannot bring myself to throw that fruit away. Anyway, so without further ado, that's today. That's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to go to the chiropractor and get an adjustment and make my way into bed early tonight. Like your routine, right? Getting into your routine. It's important. How do I feel today? Well, last night, again, getting into my routine and keeping my bowel clean, I jumped into a water enema and then into an Epsom salt bath. Epsom salt baths are part of my daily routine anyway. It helps my body relax. It helps it like aids in elimination. I start to sweat and it eases my body. So I had my Epsom salt bath. I get out and I am so short of breath and so hot that I lay down for about 20 minutes with fans on me so that I can just cool off. And rather than kind of continue into my routine that I was going to, I just got into the shower and I washed my hair because that made me feel good. And then I came out and then went straight to bed. Very much like, it's pretty standard during a fast to lose your sleep before you gain this incredibly deep and restorative sleep day after day, night after night. It's usual and it's typical to actually lose your sleep and have a lot of interrupted sleep. And so I woke up last night around 11 and then also again at like 3. I don't like to wake up in the middle of the night, especially when I don't have to work. Like I want a peaceful sleep. But I had to remind myself that this is part of going through it. This is part of actually easing into a fast, okay? Your body is going to start to stir up a bunch of this stuff. Congestion, toxic waste that's readily available, it's right there. It's gonna start throwing it off and into your circulation. And once it's in your circulation, your sleep will be interrupted and your body will feel weird and your thoughts will be weird and you'll probably have bad dreams and you'll have anxious sleep and things will become a little bit more chaotic. That's normal. Do not allow, you know what, I'm gonna read you something that I actually wrote. I'm gonna read this to you. But first, okay, so historically the first 3 days and 3 full nights are just an adjustment period for your body. So just expect that, okay? The first 3 days and 3 nights. On the 4th night, it's pretty standard for you to have a really great night's sleep. So just look forward to that. So I don't expect to sleep well until the 4th night. But waking up today, I had angry thoughts that consumed my mind. Everything was so loud. Everything is so loud. That chaos, right? In addition to the emotions that I feel. I feel it's important to remind myself, this is why I am water fasting. Do not become distracted by the chaos that is stirred up once external stimulations are removed, such as food. I also eliminate television, movies, things like that. I just don't take in external stimulation. It's a complete fast. My body rests. It says, do not become distracted by the chaos that is stirred up once external stimulations are removed. Feel my feels fully and completely. Through the chaos comes clarity and higher perspective. I will see things differently in time. How much time? I still do not know. That's why there is no expectation on an end date. Just allow this to happen, chorus. You will feel peace again. Trust. And I think on that note, I will leave you. And I'll see you tomorrow.